Good afternoon, everyone. It's Phil Grant with Baird and Warner in Crystal Lake, welcoming you to another edition of the Real Estate Minute. This is, of course, where we talk about all things real estate, be it buying, selling, leasing, be it residential or commercial, really in the hopes of helping you to make a better, more informed decision when real estate matters come up in your world. Now, we hope that this nice, really somewhat warm February day finds you and your loved ones safe and healthy. I was given this some thought the other day. When you need the help of a real estate professional, you have a lot of very good choices out there. There are a lot of very, very good realtors in our marketplace around the Chicago area. But I think oftentimes if you need to sell something, buy something, lease something, it can be a bit of a problem for you. And I think really what you want to look for is you want to look for a problem solver. And that is, quite frankly, one of the things that I take pride in doing for people, in helping them solve their problems. Again, be it buying, selling, leasing, whatever the case might be. So again, think about the old problem solver when you have a real estate issue that comes up in your world, because I think that's very important. Now, let's take a minute and talk a little bit about the state of our market. I was on a call the other day with a group of real estate people talking about just that, the state of the market. And typically, as far as residential property is concerned, you will see in a normal, quote unquote, normal market, you'll see anywhere from 4 to 6 months supply of properties out there. Currently, where we stand right now in our area, we are at 8/10 of 1 month. 8/10 of 1 month worth of supply. So it's really quite a crazy market out there, and has been for some time, since things started to come up a little bit when we first went into the pandemic. Again, homes are being sold during the listing process before they're even put out onto the market. We're seeing multiple offers from good qualified buyers. People are having a very difficult time, quite frankly, trying to get a home. Mortgage rates are still near historic lows, but we have started to see them inch up a little bit. So that, I think, really, the fact that they have been as low as they are certainly is one of the big drivers in the market. So again, in short, it's a crazy market out there. And that can make it, again, very hard for especially first-time buyers to buy a home. We're seeing people that will write an offer on one home, doesn't go. Write an offer on another home, doesn't go. Write an offer on another home, doesn't go. So again, it is a difficult process, and you have to be prepared, which is where the old problem solver comes in being able to help you prepare before you start the journey. So again, I think that that's the problem that we want to talk about, and we'll do that over the next couple of videos. What I'd like to do is just kind of go step by step as far as how I see the buying process. So again, hopefully to educate you as a first-time buyer. We'll do that over the next couple of videos. So on the old whiteboard behind me, you can see that I put up a few quick topics for today as far as where we want to begin. Number one, do your homework. What do I mean by that? Very simple. Figure out what your must-haves are and figure out what your wants are. Two different things, must-have and wants. Do we have to have 3 bedrooms? Do we have to have 2 baths? Do we have to have a garage? Do we have to have a basement? Do we want a fenced-in yard? What are those things that we must have? What are those things that would just be nice to have? We'll put that in the want column, not the must-have column. So that's very important. Probably even before that, let's figure out where we want to be. What town do we want to be in? What neighborhood or neighborhoods work for us? Let's give some real thought to that. Where do we want to be? Okay, town, neighborhood, and then we can look at our must-have and our wants. So again, very, very important. Do have a little worksheet for you if you need one that I can get to you to address that. The other thing that's important is if you're buying the property with your spouse, with your partner, with anybody else, let's make sure that you're both on the same page so you don't waste your time and money and effort, because it can be very expensive to do this, obviously. Make sure that you and your buying partner are on the same page. So that's really just 3 quick things as far as homework goes. Let's decide what town, what neighborhood works for us. Schools, are schools important to you? If you've got little ones at home, are schools important? What school districts are important for you? Where do we want to be? What are our must-haves? And just simply wants. Now, step number 2, agent. Find a great agent. And I probably will come as no surprise that I would recommend myself, but I suppose you would kind of consider that to be the case. But really, the agent and then his team of people that he can help you put together will make this journey so much easier for you if you have an experienced agent. Again, I've been around the real estate world for over 20 years, have been a top producer in our Crystal Lake office. So again, I've got the experience, I've got the education, I've got the knowledge to help make your journey easier. Now, once you pick that great agent, you find somebody that you're comfortable with, somebody who will be responsive to you and to what you want and put your needs first, which is quite frankly what I do. From there, you need to choose a lender. I can't tell you how important it is that you choose a very, very, again, responsive lender, somebody who can help you down this path, and we can certainly help you there. Once you find the lender, then they will help guide you to the right type of loan that you need to have. How much down payment do you have? What are you going to qualify for? Does a conventional loan work for you? Does an FHA or possibly a VA loan come into play? If you've got a little smaller percentage down payment, some of the FHA products out there, you can get by with 3.5% down. So that's a good thing. But again, you need to know how much you are pre-qualified for in order to get the ball rolling. Before you ever step foot in a home that you want to look at, you need to know how much you're pre-qualified for before you step out of the house and start looking for another one. Because again, you don't want to be looking at $500,000 homes if all you can afford, all you can get qualified for is a $350,000 home. So again, very, very important. So these are just some of the steps that really make up the beginning of the process. We will complete this in our next video next Thursday and take you from the loan part of the deal all the way through the cool part, which is really getting the keys to your new house. I would ask you too, thank you very much for watching, by the way, but I would ask you too to please consider looking me up on YouTube and subscribing to my YouTube channel, Phil Grant, The Real Estate Minute. Again, you'll get timely information, then it will be at your fingertips at all times. So again, we'll talk and we'll finish this talk next week. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.